It's your boy Slim Fox with a review of Halloween Ends. Um, Straight off the bat, if this wasn't a Halloween movie and it was a different kind of movie with a made up serial killer that wasn't Michael Myers, it would probably be a decent movie. But since it is Halloween, this this ain't gonna cut it. This wasn't it right here. This ain't the way to end it right here. The story is basically about a young man who's babysitting a kid, and the kid is bad. He's a bad kid, so he's an annoying kid. So he's a kid basically. Um, an incident happens, and the kid dies. He falls over a stairwell and dies, and the parents walk in at the same time this happens, and the young man not he's pretty much blamed for it. Um, he didn't do it on purpose; it was an accident, but he's blamed for it, and he's outcast from the town. The town outcasts him basically, and people talk about him and so forth. So basically, say a couple of months later, or however further later, um, he gets bullied by some kids outside of a store, and Laura, she comes to his defense. He ends up meeting Laurie's granddaughter, who basically ends up liking him a lot. Basically, ends up talking to him, and that they get into it. They go to a party, a Halloween party, and an incident occurs with the mother of the kid that was killed at the beginning, and he ends up leaving, and Laurie's granddaughter talks to him, and it basically is, he basically said, I'm not your project. You can't make me fit in with society like that. It doesn't work that way. And basically, in a little bit, in a way, she kind of was like looking at him as that a little bit. She really did like him, but she kind of looked at him as that. So basically, after he leaves the party, he gets into another incident with the kids that were bullying him in front of the gas station. They end up pushing him off the bridge. He survives. He ends up crawling into a sewer pipe, into a little sewer system, and he ends up running into Michael Myers. Mike grabs him by the neck and is like, "Yo, what you doing down here, man? Coming into my crib? I ain't invite you." And the dude is like, "Mike, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to come down here, man. I came by accident. These kids were bullying me." And Mike like, "Bullying you? You like these little Haddonfield punks bully you? I stab up Haddonfield punks for breakfast. What's wrong with you, man? Man up for yourself." And dude is like, "Man, I don't know how to, Mike." And Mike's like, "Man, look at man, look into my eyes." So at that point, the dude changes. He becomes a little more got the evil in his eyes. He starts looking funny. He starts like being more aggressive to an extent. Now, at this point is when, as a Halloween fan, I kind of get annoyed. Like, I mean, I kind of was ready to cut it off after this point, because it's like, look, man, you don't have Mike go kill with a partner, man. You don't have Mike go put in no work with no partner. That just don't work for me, man. That's a no. No, as a Halloween fan, you don't do that. You got Mike tag teaming like he in wrestling, killing folk. That ain't where it's at now. That pretty much threw me off the movie right there. I was ready to cut it off right there, but I stuck it through. But that's a no. Mike put in work solo. But anyway, it was some decent kills in it. I mean, it was some decent kills. There was one kill that was a little overdone and was kind of came off a little whack. Um, I will say that, but the DJ kill was whack. I'm not gonna go into the full detail, but it was whack. The other ones were cool, but that one was a little whack to me. They overdid that one. They got a little carried away with that one. The final fight scene between Laurie and Mike at the end, it was decent. It was okay. I mean, I let the people who I ain't seen it see it for itself. It was okay. I mean, it had to end some kind of way, but it was okay. The entire ending, it was okay. Um, I can understand the very, very ending part, but it was okay. Overall, I'm gonna have to give Halloween Ends a disappointing 2.3 butcher knives out of 5. Um, Kind of disappointing to me. If it was any other movie other than Halloween, it might have actually been decent. But since it is, I'm just gonna have to give it that score. And this is your boy Slim the Fox signing out. Peace.